Friends, hackers, red teamers, lend me your exploits because even easy boxes need exploits. Welcome, welcome. I am Tiberius. This is Cyber Mentoring Monday, which means easy, cross fingers, boxes, beginner content. Ask questions and get answers from a professional pen tester. I say cross fingers because anyone who's watched my stream the last couple of weeks knows that we try to select easy boxes and end up with not easy boxes. So for this stream, I think I've decided I'm going to overrule chat, and we're just going to do TryHackMe because I feel like TryHackMe has decently easy boxes, and Hack the Box easy is not too easy, and Proving Grounds easy is usually troll. So I think we'll stick with some TryHackMe stuff. But I see there's a lot of people in chat. That's great. Hello everybody. Hope everyone had a great weekend. If you live in the northeast of America like I do, I hope the snow didn't cause any disasters. We got, I think maybe it was 2 feet officially. With the snow drifts, there was literally a 5-foot wall of snow in front of our front door. So yeah, that was fun. And my driveway is ridiculously long, and we don't have a plow, we just have a snowblower. So that took a while. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing good. I hope everyone survived, maybe built some snowmen, maybe went sledding. Yeah. I also hope the audio is good. It looks good. Nobody's complaining. Let me know if the music needs to go up or down. I've set it on quite a low value, but I think it should be decently loud. Also, I think chat is showing on the screen okay. Last week we changed the color. In my preview it looks okay, but let me know. So yeah, let's do this. I guess we'll switch to the screen. Okay. All right. Let's go and search for. We don't mind if it's subscription only. We want challenges, obviously, or ordered by most. I guess we'll do that. And difficulty we'll do easy, and we'll hide completed. Okay. Stream Raiders. Good point. Yes. Okay. Let's start Stream Raiders. Okay. There we go. Okay, I've got some new units. I think I'll try this guy. There we go. Okay. Stream Raiders is set up. If you want to play Stream Raiders, you just have to click on the link in chat. I think you can sign in using Twitch. It's a fun little game. A lot of people play it. So it gives us a nice break every half an hour or so. Which is good. So we have some boxes on the screen here. We have, we're not going to do OSINT, just because I don't like OSINT. We could probably try maybe Skynet, Tom Ghost. I swear I've done Liang Yu. Maybe I didn't complete it. I've definitely started this box, I guess. Okay. So we have a few on the screen. Chat can choose, obviously. Choose some options and we'll do a poll. Yeah. And we'll see if we can do, for once, maybe an easy box. Skynet, okay. Let me write these down. Some Windows, sure can. I don't think there's a way of searching Windows. I think we'd have to search for tags. Yeah, so there's only stuff that's tagged Windows. So we got Anthem, Blueprint. I feel like Al did Volnet Roasted. I'm not entirely sure. Cyborg. Okay. Manicus Maximus has gifted a sub to Killer2224. Thank you so much. Alright, sorry, Cyborg. And I think someone did say Liang Yu. Okay. Year of the Rabbit. Alright, yeah. We've done some Year of the boxes before. Generally speaking, they're tricky or trolly. But I guess we will see. Alright, let's do a poll. Okay, we got which room? Skynet, Cyborg, Liang Yu. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And Year of the Rabbit. And you guys get 2 minutes. Awesome. Let me just make sure I got everything working. We'll open up Burp Suite, just in case. I am working, by the way, on a feature. If anyone follows me on Twitter, they'll know I am working on a feature in Auto Recon. I'm not sure whether it's going to be enabled by default for any plugins or not. It's this thing, max plugin instances. So what I noticed this on stream, I think maybe last Friday, is that if you have a box that has 2 web servers on it, on port 80 and port 443, for instance, usually, like I would say 99% of the time, those are just the same web server, just hosted on obviously HTTP, which is unencrypted, and HTTPS, which is encrypted. But they're ultimately the same process, right? And previously, Auto Recon would literally just treat them as completely separate processes and would then just launch all the HTTP scans at both of them at the same time. Which for most of the scans is fine. Like Nmap HTTP is not going to cause much hassle. But the Dirbuster plugin, which usually runs GoBuster or FoxBuster, obviously, if you have a large word list, that's going to take a long time anyway. But also, if you're basically hammering the same process at the same time, you're effectively doubling the amount of requests that it should handle. And that has crashed box in the past. So Skynet won, by the way. So let's start up Skynet. So yeah, what I've tried to do, I tried to think of a solution. The only one that came to mind that is doable is this max plugin instances, where you can set, for instance, a number of effectively, yeah, I mean the number of instances of the plugin that run at the same time for one target, which means, so for instance, if I was to do this, so if I set like Dirbuster to 1, like that, and then we do, let's just say 127.0.0.1 localhost, which are obviously the same thing. Say it found 80 and 443 running on both of these hosts. With Dirbuster set to 1, it would run GoBuster against this host on port 80 and GoBuster against this host on port 80 at the same time. Obviously, you don't generally put 2 hosts that are exactly the same in here. So, like, for instance, this could be... Let's actually do a good example. This could be example.com, and this could be I think it's scanme.mmap.org. So it would still run Dirbuster twice at the same time. It would run it for this box and for this box. But it wouldn't run Dirbuster against port 80 and 443 on one box at the same time. It would effectively wait until port 80 had finished scanning, and then it would start another one, which I think is probably a good idea. I don't think I'm going to make it a default behavior, because people already complain about how slow Auto Recon is anyway, even though the point of Auto Recon is to do a large amount of reconnaissance. But I'm going to put it in there as an option, so maybe power users Didn't use it. How was my weekend? My weekend was good actually, despite all the snow. I still managed to have fun. All right, let's actually use auto recon though. Should we set Skynet to a domain? We probably should. By the way, I'm back on my 2020 version of Kali because the 2021 version, I don't know, it was being weird last week. Very slow. I think I need to rebuild it. So Skynet.TryHackMe. And then we can just do Python 3 auto recon because I don't think I've upgraded it yet. Do VV and we'll do global.domain equals Skynet dot. Actually, no, we don't need to do that. We can just pass it the not the IP address, the actual Skynet.TryHackMe. Before I do this, Skynet's for subscribers only. That's okay. I'm a subscriber. I believe in supporting like Hack the Box or TryHackMe, everything like that. Okay, we're going to TryHackMe. We'll make directory Skynet, if I can spell it right. I'm not spelling it right. There we go. Skynet. Okay. And now we can do Python auto recon. I think that should work. So we won't run UDP just yet. UDP obviously requires us to run it as root, which we're not doing, but maybe if we don't get anywhere with the actual ports. Okay. This isn't going to work because I'm not connected to the VPN. Okay. TryHackMe. Let's actually connect to the VPN, maybe, would be good. Come on. Config, Tiberius. Always remember to connect to the VPN because otherwise you can't actually scan the boxes. Let's remove the results. Why did I... Okay, I didn't mean to run that. There we go. Is the M1 Mac viable option for pen testing? I don't see why not. I think it's... I don't have one. I haven't actually played around with one. I imagine most of the things still work with it. I know there's some people who will probably be using it. But yeah, personally, I don't know. I think it's likely. Is there a reason to invoke auto recon using a Python command rather than plus Xing it and relying on the shebang to invoke the interpreter? Probably not, to be honest. I'm just used to it. You can technically install. So I do have auto recon installed via pipx on here. No, let's not update. So auto recon version, right? The reason I'm not running this one is, like I said, I've updated some code in this, so it should. I just want to use the updated code. This one is not running the updated code. Obviously, when I push it, it should run. So what we got here? We got a weird box because we've got regular port 80, and then we got 139, 22. 143, 445. So we have several ports that look like they're Windows plus port 22, which would usually be SSH. Let's open up Atom, which is a great note taker, I guess you'd call it. Let me get rid of all this. But it has the ability to drill down, so you can drill down through things. So we'll go into scans. Let's see if there's... So, I mean, it looks like it is Ubuntu. So it's an Ubuntu box, presumably, running some Active Directory related ports. Let me just check something. All right. Never mind. Okay, so we always check OpenSSH just in case, but usually it's just this random lovely stuff about all the algorithms. Useful if you're actually pen testing and writing a report, because obviously you need to list some of these as weak. Otherwise, not really. Okay, curl. So it looks like if we get a screenshot, there's a Skynet logo, plus a search. We found an admin page. You can ignore pretty much all these 403s, because if you see a 403 and the file has a dot at the start, that's usually a general rule by Apache or Nginx to just forbid access to any file that's got a dot. In Linux, the dot is how you hide files. So for instance, if I go here and do ls-l, right? This is my home directory, which is extremely messy. But you'll see there's no dots here. If I do ls-la, suddenly all these invisible files, these hidden files appear. But obviously, there's no real reason why you would have a hidden file in a web server. Obviously, you can. It just makes really no sense. So obviously, a lot of web servers will just deny access to them. How's Twitter doing with Jonathan Scott? Oh man, I kind of tweeted earlier. I hope it was subtle enough. It wasn't supposed to be like jumping into the fray, but yeah, the Jonathan Scott stuff. I don't know. I really don't want to talk about it because I have a suspicion that he's not 100%, and I don't want to talk ill of those people who have that kind of thing. But I mean, it's either that or he's a massive troll, and I just don't think he's a troll. So I think honestly we have to call him out when he's wrong. But I think if he just keeps going, we just have to start ignoring him. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I'm going to say on that, I think. But Hacking Island, raiding with a party of 55. Thank you so much. Let's really appreciate it. Does every report you make have a critical vulnerability? Because giving a report without threats makes it mean we are lazy. No, obviously not. I haven't actually had a critical vulnerability in a report for a while. But I test mostly web apps. Usually quite well-made web apps. Critical vulnerabilities in web apps are definitely there. They are tricky a lot of the time. But yeah, just because you don't have a critical vulnerability doesn't mean you're lazy or bad. Like, not every web app is going to be hackable, right? Certainly a lot of them are, but you know, there's a lot of highs that I find, like 8.8s, I think, usually related to authorization. Authorization issues are just rampant in web apps these days, especially if you have a lot of like role-based access control. So there's definitely that kind of stuff. But criticals, yeah, I haven't had in a while. I think I had an RCE last year, which was fun. Obviously, it's always fun when you get RCEs on web apps. What is this doing? Okay, let's jump back into it. Okay, so we found a config, possibly a directory, nmap http. In here, did it find anything? Oh, maybe found squirrel mail? Potentially? Let's check that out. What's the IP address? Alright, so we'll go here. We'll just load it. Are you able to compromise this terminated machine? What? There we go. Was that not maximized? There we go. Okay, so let's actually check this out. This just caught my eye. I wonder if it's actually valid. It is. Okay. That's interesting. Let's start taking some notes here. Let's go into report notes. Stick it in this section. There we go. So this notes feature, by the way, has been auto recon for years. Everyone asks, like, why is there such a big space between like the services it finds? It's because, you know, then you can just paste it right in the middle, and it looks kind of pretty. So there you go. That's why. There are no subdomains found yet, so this vhosts is effectively just, if I give you an example, it's making these requests, but it's going, actually, sorry, it's not, it's going to http skynet.tryhackme. So this one. So it's sending this request, this identical request, multiple times, and it's changing the host name. It's appending, prepending stuff like admin dot. Wait a minute. It's doing stuff like admin dot Skynet dot TryHackMe to see if it gets a different response, which in this case it doesn't. But that's how you do virtual host enumeration using HTTP. The web apps nowadays, in your experience, require password spraying and non-brute force mechanism stuff. You can certainly still password spray, especially if they don't have a lockout policy, which is quite a common thing to not have for some reason. I don't know. However, a lot of the time it doesn't really make sense, because if you're doing a pen test against a web app, like 99% of the time you're going to be given credentials for every kind of user. That's something that we ask for. There's really no point in doing a web app pen test if you don't give me the admin user, because that means I can test the admin content, right? And it also means I can test authorization issues, like can the lowest level user access any admin stuff? If I wasn't given the admin account, I might not know where all the admin functionality lives. So it really just makes more sense. Obviously, we're going to try and make sure that you can't just escalate to admin, but it just helps to have that, especially since, you know, most web app pen tests take maybe like 5 days, which is not long, especially if the web app is big. All right, let's just do a quick test here, I guess. What does I'm feeling lucky do? Nothing. Does that send? So it posts, but it doesn't actually. It doesn't actually post the form itself. So if we actually view the page source here, yeah, the input type is search, but there's no name field. So let's see if we can just. I'll show you the difference actually. Let's go back to this, and we'll edit this form live. And apologies if you cannot see this, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to double click here and just go name equals search in quotes. And then if we do a search, go back to this URL, you see it puts the search in there. Gar7, rating with a party of 9. Thank you so much, my friend. I did you eventually get the print nightmare thing working or not? I was watching Gar's stream before this. Thank you so much, Security Live, resubscribing for 2 months. Appreciate it, man. Okay, let's check. Let's check the Durbuster again. Okay, so GoBuster, I think this is running. No, Ferox. Ferox Buster found Squirrel Mail as well. Let's check some of these weird ports. We got POP3, which I guess makes sense. Oh my goodness. Feelsbra, subscriber Prime. Thank you so much. So yeah, POP3 kind of makes sense when we found Squirrel Mail. 139 though. Let's just scroll down and see if we can see any credentials. Definitely Ubuntu box. Okay, we do find an account. Miles Dyson. Let's actually copy this. Where's my notes? There it is. Okay. I'll just put this here. Who did that? Wow. Gar7 gifting 5 subs to the community. Thank you so much. Welcome, Nicholas Jar. I've misread the 4 there. Gifaram 190, Ryskill, Fromaster, and Cerebral or Cerebro1_1. However you feel about that. In a score of 10, does companies you have worked or seen take security issues as a great threat? So apologies if I'm misreading the question. I think you mean, so like what percentage of companies take security issues as a threat? A large portion of them. The thing is, you don't really hire a pen test company if you don't really take them seriously, unless you're doing it for, like, say, PCI compliance. If you're doing it for compliance reasons, then yeah, you might not take it that seriously. You're just looking for like a tick, especially since for like a lot of compliance certs, you don't actually need to fix the issues. You just need to have a remediation thing in them. All right, let's check anything else here. We're scrolling down. We found Miles Dyson. Okay, so it does look like we probably can maybe brute force his password. Let's see if we find anything else. Again, Miles Dyson there. The nobody user obviously is going to be there. Miles Dyson again. And okay, nothing else. All right. MBT scan. I need to actually. Okay, I need to make a mental note to fix this plugin. It shouldn't do it. In Auto Recon, you can detect as a plugin whether you've been passed an IP address or not. Very simply. So it should be a simple fix. Okay, so there's Miles Dyson personal share. Okay, so in the... It looks like we can read the anonymous directory, an SMB. Okay, and there's some logs. So we'll do that in a minute. Let's put those notes in. It should be like 445, right? Actually, no, what I'm talking about. It should be here. 13, right? Yeah. Okay. Check 143 IMAP. Yeah, so again, IMAP makes sense since we found the the squirrel mail thing. All right, so we did find, yeah. So this is the same thing. And finally, that was it. All right, did it finish? Pretty much. It's just scanning all TCP ports right now. So if there is anything else, we'll hopefully find that when that finishes. For now, let's see if we can look up this version of Squirrel Mail. 1.4.23. So we'll go over here. We'll use search exploit. All right. This is a trick for anyone who doesn't use it, who just search exploits the entire version. If you just start deleting stuff, you can potentially get some things. So it looks like, yeah, Squirrel Mail 1.4.22 had remote code execution. This one obviously doesn't. But there is redirect.php local file inclusion, which might work. I very much doubt it though, because it looks like the remote code execution is a much later vulnerability. So you'd think they would have fixed it. What's the difference between 139 and 445? If we go to our nmap scan, so 139 is technically NetBIOS, and 445 is also NetBIOS. So they're really kind of similar services. I don't know the exact difference between them. I'm not really a Windows networking guy. I'm sure there is a specific difference to them. Cool. We got a hype train going. Nice. Okay. So we can try this, I guess. I don't think it's going to work. And it might be authenticated as well. So let's just search exploit -p. Okay. So TryHackMe, Skynet, results, Skynet, exploit, and we'll copy this to here, and then we'll just read it and see what happens. Unauthorized users, okay. Alright, let's try that. Looks like we just have to do... Alright, yeah. This has definitely been patched. Okay. So I'd imagine what the point of this is probably to brute force. But before we do that, let's actually check out, using SMB client, those files. So I'll cd into loot. And we will SMB client-l Skynet.TryHackMe. And I think it was anonymous. ls. Alright, we'll do mget. Yep. And logs. We'll mget all these as well. Mget. You can technically set it up so it doesn't ask for all this, but we'll do it anyway. It only looks like log 1 has some actual logs in it. I guess we could try -la. Oh, yeah, we can't do -la. Right. Okay. So we have an attention and log 1. A recent system malfunction has caused various passwords to be changed. All Skynet employees are required to change their password after seeing this. Okay. Who reckons this is a list of all the users' passwords, potentially? Bransky, 1339 is MBT, NetBIOS over TCP, let's for game 445. Which is directly over TCP. Okay, that's useful to know. Thank you. Do you mind backseating? What do you mean by backseating, I guess? We'll do stream raiders now. Can you give tips? Yeah, I mean, sure, if you want to help out. Try not to give like hints to this box. If you want to provide more information, then yeah, sure. There we go, we won. Nice. Alright, we'll grant rewards. No thing. Well done. Let's collect a few things. And we will move to here. And I'll use the Saint, I guess. Alright. Check the scroll mail RC anyway. I think the version is incorrect. Okay, we can try that. Search exploits. Let's copy this. So yeah, it can be wrong. Let me go into exploit again. Search exploit -p not equals p. Alright, we'll copy this. I know there is a way to get the to copy the file Let's see how big this file is. Right, we'll open it in less. Ah, okay, yeah. Less than or equal to 1423. -M to copy, thank you. Alright, yeah, so it is wrong. Why haven't they updated that? So let's see what this actually does. Okay, this is why it's so long, there's ASCII art. Okay. Okay, so it is authenticated. So we need to know creds. Okay, so this gives us a path in. We already know that there's this Miles Dyson user. And we also know that in loot log 2, no, log 1. Log 1, there's a bunch of what look like potential passwords. So let's try a brute force attack on this login. So I'm going to do, what's this login name? Miles Dyson. Test. Did that work? Yes. Okay, so we're going to send this to Intruder. We can clear out all of these. We just need this secret key. And we will do a runtime file. And we'll go to my home directory. TryHackMe. Skynet results. Skynet loot. Login 1. Sorry, log 1. And we will extract. We'll just extract the title because that should tell us whether this worked or not. Okay, let's try this. The other thing that might happen is we'll need to potentially put a domain. Alright, this is for some reason taking quite a while. This box is slow, I guess. Why does FTP show the version when you try to log in? Some weird apps. I don't think there is an FTP server. We didn't find FTP. And to be fair, a lot of services will display the version. Most web servers do it by default, which is not good. Okay, so this attack is working very slowly. I might quit this, discard. Let's just see how long it takes. Is it just a long... I think it's just very slow. Let's see if does this still load? Yeah, it's just this web server. Okay, so what we'll do, instead of this, instead of doing 10 threads, we'll just do 1. So I'll call this 1 thread. Maximum concurrent requests, 1. Should be okay now. The first password is working, just skip. Well, let's do this because we should at least confirm that. So this might take a while. We can go back and look at other things though. Let's see if there were any other directories. There was this admin directory. We didn't actually check that out. So let's go back. Don't have permission. Okay. I should have probably... Okay, it's a 301, so it's a redirect, so I'm guessing it's probably redirecting to admin/. Yeah. And it's adding some weirdness on the end there. But look, this is what I mean. Apache 2418, this is default. Well, Hocker, it's great you tried it by hand. But let's actually, what we'll do is we're going to do this properly. Although this isn't even, doesn't seem to be working right now. Let's see if it just works. Is there anything in the dashboard? Timeout, yeah. So it's not liking the payload. Hydra's not going to have Hydra's going to have exactly the same issue. This isn't a burp issue. This is the fact that this login appears to take forever. There we go. We already got this. Okay, so it was the first one. Yep. So we can pause it. See, these were 200s, and they have this in the title, right? But this was a 302, which is obviously different. So what we can do here, copy this password. This may actually have logged us in anyway. It did not. Okay, so we'll do Miles Dyson and his password, which I just copied. There we go. Okay, so okay. Let's check his emails. Okay. That's interesting. Let's go to CyberChef. If I can spell it right, there we go. We'll put this in and we'll search binary from binary. Okay, it's just that. So, nothing. Samba password reset obviously seems like a good. We have changed your SMB password to. So, from Skynet to this guy. So, we have. Let's change this. And actually, I should update my notes. So we'll do Miles Dyson and the password we used, which we can just extract actually just from here. So we'll do Miles Dyson with this password, save that. Okay. Let's see if he has anything in his drafts. No. His sent emails? Nope. His trash? Nope. Okay. He doesn't have any addresses, which obviously would be good, useful to look up other users on the system. We'll just check around his options. Personal information obviously is useful, but he hasn't even got it. That's okay. Search is probably not going to be anything. Okay, so we now have a password for the SMB. So we can copy this password. And if we do SMB client again. Okay, so it was just Miles Dyson is the Miles Dyson, and obviously we put the username. I think you have to do it in a capital U. Alright, we need to do the domain, which I believe man SMB client domain. Alright. How do we do domain? W, workgroup. So we want to do W, Skynet. Would help if I could actually spell again. Logon failure. Have I got it copied okay? Is Miles spelled? Yeah, with an I. Okay, I'm just making sure it wasn't Miles with a Y. Okay, hang on a minute. Let's just try this. But then I think maybe. Here you go. Did that not work? There we go. Yep. I've been waiting to use that. I'm pretty sure I have it as noise as well. I have Tourette's, yeah. So if you hear some weird sounds, that's just me. Okay, let's go back to our enum for Linux config and see if we can find. There's probably going to be. I mean, it looks like Skynet. Maybe it's Maybe it needs to be all caps. Doesn't look like it. Oh wait a minute, what am I doing? We got on. I didn't even notice it didn't fail that time. Okay, so I must have just not copied it right, because there's nothing different. Okay, I just didn't copy the password. Okay. So let's exit out of this because we want to go into the loot directory. And do this again. So I'm not going to download the PDFs because they just look like weird PDFs. There is this notes directory though, so why don't we cd into notes and do an ls. Oh goodness. And there's this important.txt which stands out amongst all of these files, so I guess we will download important.exe. Sorry, .txt. Why am I saying .exe? All right. Let's go into loot, and we'll just check how big this file is. 117, so we can just count it. Add features to beta CMS. Interesting. Okay, let's take that. Put it in our notes. This is probably since it's the path. I'm gonna guess it's on the web server. Fromaster, hey, what is up? Yeah, man. Someone gifted you. I think it was Gar gifted you a sub. What is SMB? I believe it's server message block. Oh, why can't I type? Yeah, server message block. So it's kind of like it's a little like FTP in the sense it's effectively a file server that you can connect to, upload, download. On Windows, if it's misconfigured, you can actually get command execution through it. If you can access the C share. But definitely useful to know. It appears in a lot of Windows sort of CTFs. Okay. Let's try this beta. So we'll go here. Miles Dyson personal page. Dr. Miles Bennett Dyson was the original inventor of the neural net processor, which would lead to the development of Skynet. See, I'm not that well versed in Terminator stuff. I think I've only watched the first one. Let's see. We'll do a line wrap. Okay. Let's do a brute force, a directory bust on this directory now. I'm good, Oreo Bite. I really hope it's not skipped. Dego. How are you, my friend? Okay. Oh, Dirtbuster is still running. All right. Let's open a new terminal and we'll run GoBuster. Okay, we can delete that. We'll do an output to TryHackMe Skynet results. Scans, ports, sorry, TCP 80. And then we'll just copy this. GoBuster.txt. Okay, we'll try and see this. Getting ready to mold again for the print nightmare. Yeah, I wish we knew. I might send Joe Helly a message. Because I know he patched it against Juicy. I think he maybe patched it against Rogue Potato as well. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we were on Gar's stream earlier. He was doing the box Relevant on TryHackMe. And we were trying to get Print Nightmare to work on it. But it was not working. I mean, it worked. It added an admin user. But you could not execute the DLLs like you're supposed to do. There we go. We found an admin site. And also, you couldn't just... It was very tricky to actually even log in as the new user it created. All right, so let's go to this administrator URL. Kappa CMS. Okay, I think I remember Kappa CMS. Let's see if the page source gives us any version numbers. Doesn't look like it. A good place to check for version numbers is in the CSS and JS files. So if we go, maybe check out a few of these. Functions, maybe? No. Alright. Let's use SearchBot again. Are you aware of the Wappleizer extension? Yes, I am. I don't believe I have installed the... I can always install it. Yeah, Wappleizer is good. Okay, it's not installing yet, but... Is someone whispering in the music, or am I losing my mind? Yeah, is the music, like, too quiet? Okay, installed correctly. Apparently I can pin it from here, and then if we go back to this site and refresh... Yeah, I didn't find anything. So I found Apache, obviously. Found the versions of jQuery. Did not find the version of Kappa CMS. So what we will do, we'll go back here. I think we can just exit out of this now. And I can probably just kill this pane. Let's use SearchBot again. Kappa CMS. Okay, well, there's only one. There's only one file. Let's go exploit. So if we do SearchBot -W. Did that copy it? It didn't copy it. It's like just barely loud enough to hear it. Okay, interesting. -M. Okay, let me just try something. If I edit this to this, maybe. Is that a good sound? Let me know if that's a good level. Okay, good. What was I doing? Alright, someone said it was -M. Nice. Alright, so it was 259. Okay, attacker might include local or remote PHP files or non-PHP files with this vulnerability. I guess the question is... Can we do this unauthenticated? So I just copied the example one, which should get Etsy password, and we know this is a Linux host. So let's try this. Okay, let's try this. Administration, maybe? Alright. I guess that's not gonna work. Unless we need to be... Yeah, I tried that already. And we can try it again. Oops. Oh, okay. Thank you. This is why chat's awesome. Alright, so I messed up when I was editing the URL. Appreciate it. Okay, yeah, so we can read files from this. And apparently we can even read... sorry, where was the thing? We can read the configuration.php file by passing this PHP filter to it, which is really cool. I can close that now, we don't need to do that. So what I'll do, I'll duplicate this tab and we will replace this. I wonder, yeah, so it's an include, so it wouldn't work. So this effectively, this thing, a PHP filter, let me actually paste it in my notes. So obviously a couple of CMS is a PHP app. If you pass and it's using an include statement to include files, okay? If you use this PHP schema, whatever, pass it filter, and then pass filter convert base64-encode, and then finally pass it resource, you can grab local files, PHP will grab the local file, base64 encode it, and then output it. This is very PHP specific. Okay, I don't believe there are any other kind of languages that do this weird thing. But yeah, if we double click this, actually let's line wrap it, because double clicking, you see, didn't select all of it. So we should select all of it like this, and go Control C to copy. Go back to burp, Hackverter, which by the way is a free extension. So you can use it even in the community edition. And we got user root, password 123. Let's add this to our notes. Let's do it here. Whoops. And I will copy the actual URL that got us this. Alright, let's try logging on by SSH as root. So root at skynet.tryhackme. I'm going to say yes. We want to accept the fingerprint and paste the password. Permission denied. Okay, let's try Miles. Is it Miles Dyson? Yes. Alright, let's make sure I actually just password 123. Oh, I know what we could do. Because this is a file include, we can set up our own PHP. And we can get a shell that way. So what we're going to do, we'll go to, you probably can't see this because my head's in the way. But I've got hack tools here. We go to the PHP section. We update our IP address. So IPA, it's this one here. Whoops, where am I? And we'll paste it in there. We'll use Pentest Monkey's reverse shell. We'll just copy it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my web server. I'm going to go to my PHP noexec directory and call it revshell.php. Set paste in Vim. Okay. Save that. Now, the reason I use PHP noexec is because obviously we want to pull this .php file from my own web server, which runs Apache, which therefore will interpret it. But if I use PHP noexec, which I have set up specifically not to execute PHP, it'll just give us the PHP code. So that's why I use that. Alright, so now what we need to do is set up a netcat listener on 4444. And we will do... Let's do this. We will do http:// my IP address, php noexec, revshell.php. We call that, you see the loading, it's taking forever. If we switch back, we have a shell. So we can say this.
I'm in.
Oreo bite. What are you surprised by? Does anyone not understand? The GIF always gets me. Yeah, I love it. It's great. It's not a PHP filter, so actually, let's see how this works. What's the file name again? Alert config field .php. Okay. So let's just see where we are first. We're in slash. Does this mean I could have done this on Dogcat instead of log poison? It depends, because if remote file inclusion is disabled, yeah, you have to do this via logs. Let's see where we are. Actually, you know what I'm going to do first? Before we do that, I'm going to make this slightly more stable. Let's do Python 3. Actually, firstly, let's do which Python 3 to make sure it's installed. It is. Okay, Python 3-C. And then we'll do import pty, pty.spawn, bin bash. Okay. And then we get a nice shell, and then let's do the... So we want to do this command. I don't know, I hate that it goes away. I really just copy all this or memorize it. Alright, Control Z. Oh, I should do Control Z. Paste that. Okay, and then I'm going to do stty size 35146. Where is it? There we go. This one 35 and 146. So 35 and 146. And we will paste that back in here. There we go. And now we have a shell. We can go up. We can do directory. Sorry, we can. Sorry, go back through commands. We can. I think we can Control C as well, but I'm not going to do that. Let's do ls. So we go into the 4.5. Do tab completion as well. Administrator. Alerts. Okay. This alert config field.php. Let's actually see how big it is. Alright, so let's view it via the base 64 encoding thing. So we want to go. Where did I put the base 64? Here we go. So we can use it to view itself. Not dot. Alright, so if we wrap this and select all of it, and then go back to burp, go to hackverter, new one, base 64 decode. Okay, so you take this into a better editor. So where is the include here? So it includes the URL config parameter from request. Request is effectively, it covers get and post parameters. So that's what request means. But it grabs the URL config parameter, which is this thing here, which we've pointed at a resource, and in where is it? This one we pointed at our own web server, which worked. So it effectively included. So what it did was it downloaded the PHP script that I hosted on my web server, and it included it. And include is a really powerful function in PHP. It will effectively, if you give it PHP code, it will execute it and then return it to the page. It's also really useful. If you use include for static stuff, that's fine. For instance, if you have a config.php file with for instance, username and password for the database, by including it, you're effectively defining those variables in the current script as well. So it's pretty common. It's not inherently dangerous. It's only dangerous if you pass it user content, right? User parameters that they can manipulate. Okay, but we are on this box as data. I'm guessing that, yeah, Miles Dyson has a home directory. So can we su as Miles Dyson? Well, I guess we'll just see if we can sudo anything. No, we can't. Alright, so we do know Miles Dyson's password, right? Which is probably this. Miles Dyson, not Mike's Dyson. There we go. Okay, so again,
I'm in.
Is no exec just a value, not directory name? Good question. I can show you how I did it. Apache config, sites available default. It's literally just these 4 lines. So you configure the directory. I hope you can see that okay. You configure a directory in your Apache site config. In this case, var www.php noexec. And then you give it the PHP value parameter, engine off, and allow override none. and then restart your Apache service, and anything you put in this directory won't be executed by PHP. So really useful for hosting PHP files on an Apache server that you don't want to, have execute. Super useful for RFI, reverse file inclusion, remote file inclusion. Sorry. But we are Miles Dyson now, and now we can probably clear this. Now we can probably try and go for root. We did have root's password. We have Miles's password though, so. Okay, you can't run sudo. Can we get to root using password 123? No. Can you use Python HTTP? Yeah, exactly. You can use that. This is just like a few less steps. Alright, let's cd into our home directory. We have a user.txt, so we can cat that out. Yeah, I agree, that's the database password. But it was root, so sometimes, password reuse is a big thing. Alright. We missed a bunch of these. We'll go back and do them. Password for his emails was this. Hidden directory was this. Whoops. Vulnerability when you include a remote file inclusion. Alright. Backups, I guess, looks interesting. I'm not typing. Let's do ls-la. Looks like this is run by root every minute because it was last run 1740. I'm guessing this backup.sh, sorry, backs up everything to this. Let's cat backup. Because if this is what I think it is, this is going to be hilarious, Privesk. Yeah, it is. Alright, so we'll go to GTFO bins. This is an exploit that's in my course, by the way, which I'll be doing a giveaway for at some point. So the question is, can we, as Miles... Yeah, we'll do the PK exec thing as well. Can we... Let me just see if we can actually execute in this. No, we can't. Which course? No, we don't need to check Miles's mail. We already had that, remember? All we need to do is create a file, a couple of files in this directory here, and we should be able to get root. So if I exit out of Miles Dyson, HTML, what we want to do is create a file. Let me just right, so I'm actually going to create a file in /temp. Actually, we can use Vim for this. Vim test.sh. Bin bash. I'm sorry, it's not very visible here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy. Oh, there we go. Bin bash to temp root bash. And then I'm going to chmod plus xs temp root bash. Save this. Double check it exists. It does. Good. Okay, we're going to make it executable. Test.sh. And then we're going to go into the var www HTML directory. And what we're going to do is create two files. We're going to create this file. Let me zoom in. So we're going to touch /that. And we're also going to create this /. This should work. If it doesn't work, this will be interesting, but I think actually no. Okay, right, that's not going to work. The only reason why is because I can't put a slash in there. So actually what we need to do, we're going to copy temp test.sh to here. Okay, yeah, I didn't think that one through. All right, we can do the same thing though. We are going to touch /this because we don't want touch just creates the file. We don't actually want it to have any content. Content is irrelevant. So / again, test.sh. Okay, and if we do ls-l, you see we have these files, and we have test.sh, and it is readable. Let's see what the date is. Okay, so in about 20-ish seconds, we should, if this works, we should have a root bash file in temp. Alright, let's check this. Hopefully, please work. We do not. That's annoying. Test.sh. Bin bash, copy bin bash, temp root bash. Okay, let's go back to. I'm kind of annoyed at that now. Let's SU to Miles Dyson again. Can I show test? I mean, it's here. Stream Raiders? Yeah, good idea. We'll do some Stream Raiders. There we go. Thank you for reminding me. This should definitely work. I've just messed up somehow, I think. Okay. This is just spawning new enemies. No, we shouldn't have to. We shouldn't have to specify the exec like that. If it's if it runs through bin bash, it should be fine. I have a lot of archers. Okay, we won! Yay! Well done, Dallas 1 and Jonas 690420. Okay, we will move on. I guess we can't do that one. We have to do this one. All right. Start battle. I'm gonna bring on this guy. Okay, and then we'll switch back to the screen. So let's check out what this backup thing does. I'm just gonna run it. Actually, I'm going to remove the backup .tgz. Okay, I can't remove it. Let's just run backup to sh. Permission denied. That's weird. So what should be happening is, you see this asterisk here? When that hits the files in var www.html, it should execute this. Tar isn't called with a full path. It won't matter because it's run on a cron job, I'm guessing. And if we, yeah. And I'm guessing if we look in the backups directory, yeah. So the backups directory, unfortunately, is owned by root. We might be able just to delete it completely. Let's move backups to backups 2. Okay, so we can just do this. Backup, cd backup, and then we can just create a backup script. And we'll do bin bash again. We'll just do the same thing. Actually, I could just do copy temp test.sh to backup.sh, and then chmod +x backup. Okay, so now it's owned by us, which I don't think is the way you're supposed to do it. I don't see why they would have included this asterisk if it was supposed to be done like this, but I'm not sure what exactly happened. Did it run already? No. Alright, so we just need to check. We need to wait for the next minute to go by. This should work, because root is going to run this file, which we've just got control of. No. Wait, what? Why is there not a... Oh, backups. Please say it was quick enough. No. Okay, we gotta have to wait. Damn it. Yeah. So now, now it works. So yeah. Right. So we just have to wait again. Sorry, I created the wrong directory. I created a backup directory instead of backups. But this should work in the next 30 seconds. Though I'm sure this wasn't the way we're supposed to do it. I think we just cheesed the box like we did on Theseus a few weeks ago. But we'll see. We'll read it right up afterwards. And then we'll do pkexec. Alright. Hopefully. There it is. Root bash. Owned by root. Executes with SUID and SGID. So we can just do temp root bash -p. Who am I? We are root. There we go.
I'm in.
And we can cat root.txt. Anyone not understand what we did there? Don't be afraid to ask me to explain it. I'm gonna read the write-up for it, if I can. Wait, what? I think this was updated, because that definitely wasn't the case. Yeah, this box was updated. I guess it used to be... Oh, hang on, no. Oh, I guess it, yeah, okay, it did use this SH. That's weird, I've done that before without it. So whoever said that, you were correct, but it should have needed that. I don't really understand what this is, yeah. Execution file name was used in an argument with tar since star was used. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we can try and do it again. So let's try and do it again. So if I remove backups, -R, and then move backups 2 back to backups. Hopefully that's okay. And if I go into, I need to exit out. Actually, hang on. I need to rerun root bash and delete root bash. Okay, and we'll exit out of that. Exit out of Miles. We're back in here. So I need to remove /checkpoint action like that, and I need to touch /checkpoint action equals exec equals, and then I need to surround this with quotes, sh space tester.sh. I think just do this. Okay. So if we dump date now, alright, it's 33 seconds. So as you can see in /temp, there's no longer a root bash directory, sorry, root bash file. But in our var HTML, we have test.sh, which creates it. And every minute, the root user is going to run tar file with an asterisk at the end, and the asterisk is going to effectively pass all of these files to tar on the command line. Except these two files are obviously arguments. The checkpoint effectively says every one file do this, which is the checkpoint action, which says to execute sh test.sh. So it's going to run this. Okay, it should have run now. There we go. Root bash. So temp root bash -p and we're root. Okay. Let's do the pk exec thing. Pk exec exploit. Okay. So we just need to download this, I guess, and we'll host it on our server. I'll do it in Provisk, and wget. Oh, okay, so it's not going to work because it has to run this. So actually, all we need to do is download this instead. Okay. And then we just need to download it, I think, and then just run it. I'm not sure if we need to run this. We'll see. All right. IPA. All right. So we are dubbed of the data right now. We should be able to get this from the directory. What was it? PwnKit? Ghosts are spooky. Thank you for the sub. Alright, chmod plus x PwnKit /PwnKit. That's awesome. I haven't actually run that before. Look at that. That's genius. Hey, Iris Sakai, I am feeling good. Yeah, that's funny. So I'm guessing it also works on here. I'm not going to run it on my Kali, obviously. Presumably it works on my Kali as well. Joker, I can't actually do that because this box doesn't have access to the internet. So this SH script, the first thing it does is it downloads from GitHub. So that's why I had to bypass that. Like if I tried to, I don't know, wget http example.com, it'll just do this. It can resolve it, but it can't connect to it. Yeah. Okay. Any questions about any of that? So yeah, I would say that's an easy box, to be honest. It's long, but there's nothing in there that's super tricky. And we did cheese it. So back here, the way you're supposed to get root is obviously doing the tar exploit. However, because the backups directory here, even though it's owned by root, it's in our home directory. It's in Miles Dyson's home directory. As a user, you have complete control over anything in your home directory, which means we can remove this. Right? Even though it's owned by root, you can remove this file. Sorry, folder. And if we can remove the folder, we can then just recreate it with the backup.sh. So, where did we do it? Yeah, here we go. So I couldn't remove the backup TGZ because the directory itself, the backup directory, is owned by root. So I'm not allowed to remove that. However, I can remove the directory, which is weird. It's a weird permissions, I don't know, quirk, I guess, that we cannot remove the backup.tgz file, but we can remove the directory that it's in, which also removes the backup file. Why that works, I have no idea. But effectively what we did was we removed it, and then we just created... Well, actually, I moved it technically. And then we created another backups directory with full control. Okay. I assume there are no questions about that. We can exit out of this. We can just exit out of this as well. We can even stop the Durbuster going. Okay, I'm just going to kill this pane. We can terminate this machine. We'll go back here. Okay, we have time for one more. Let me actually do the giveaway first, since I got 78 people in here. That's going to be fun. Okay. Okay, let's do a keyword. Well, keyword will just be Privesk, or one word. Yeah, okay. So if you have not got my Previs courses on Udemy or on Hackers Academy, and you want a chance to win some, please just type the word Prevesk, or one word, in the chat. I'll do it. So do that, and we'll give away five bundles on Hackers Academy, because I don't think I can do it on Udemy, whichever you pronounce it. Instructor. Let me just double check. Udemy unfortunately doesn't let me create. Yeah, I've created all my coupons unfortunately this month. So it's gonna have to be Hackers Academy, which is good because Hackers Academy is a neat platform. Awesome. Yeah, so we'll let's do another box. I'll create a poll with the other three that we had. All right, so poll. Which room? We have Cyborg. We have Lian Yu, and we have Year of the Rabbit. Alright, you got 2 minutes to decide on the next box. Okay. Year of the Rabbit? Is it really? Like, it's supposed to be an easy box. I don't believe it. Zero Kieran coming in with the 5 gift subs. Oh, 6 gift subs. Thank you, my friend. Welcome to Bit Sniper OP, Frouch, Captain Crunch V1, Hacker Kyle, good to see you, Barry Dweena, and Brot78. Thank you so much. T-Manster has ISO 27701 audit tomorrow. Good luck. I hope that goes okay. Okay, so we're not doing Year of the Rabbit if it's not an easy box. I don't know why it's in here as an easy box. Looks like Cyborg's gonna win. It's already like 9 votes ahead. A box involving, oh god, encrypting archives, source code analysis. Oh man. Okay. I hope it's okay. Let's see. We'll start the machine. Alright, let's clean up a few things. We can destroy that directory. Alright, let's do this. I just need to check something. I have... Okay, I think that's... Sorry, I just need to check that these all work. Alright, good. Alright, right, have we got an IP address yet? We have. So let's add it as Cyborg. Let's do hosts. Okay. Cyborg.TryHackMe. And then we'll do auto recon. Same things. But actually, I'm gonna load. I forgot to load the config file here. Let's comment out that. This is gonna be good. Alright, Cyborg, that should be fine. Alright, how many people have we got entered in the competition? If you just joined the stream, if you type Privesk all one word, doesn't matter about the case. I don't think it matters about the case actually, but do lowercase. You can enter in for a drawing of my 2 Privesk courses for free. Alright, let's start looking around. Cyborg. Results. Let's close. We'll save that. Don't want to save that, don't want to save that. Okay. So it looks like it found port 22 and port 80. Obviously, we'll check port 22. It's usually just SSH, and it is, but it gives us an idea the box is probably Ubuntu. Nothing else there. We've got an Apache default page, which we can see in the screenshot as well. Don't have any vhosts yet. Derbuster is going insane. These are all 403s, again, for the same reason I mentioned earlier. All the files start with the dot. So, in fact, all these are practically useless for us. There's an mmap, which found an admin folder. Also found /etc. I don't think I deleted the VOD last time. I just think I disabled it. It wasn't a very good stream, to be fair. So I didn't want people wasting their time watching it. Let's see, what else we got? Nothing there. But obviously, Derbus is going to keep going. I did find the admin eventually. So let's actually start here. Let's copy and go back, and we'll close all these. We don't need these. All right, I'll re-enable it. Hang on. All right, it's back. But trust me, nothing went right in that stream at all. All right, what are some of the questions? Because there were questions here. We have deployed the machine. Let's move on. Honeypots are open. It looked like there were 2. 2 dot, I guess. SSH was running on port 22. HTTP was running on port 80. That's all. That's all the questions done. Right. What is the user flag? Okay. Let's view page source. All right, Commander Fox. Well, I just a pre-warning. It's pretty much a waste of time. Alright, we've got admin.html, which is a shout box. Okay. Sorry guys, I think I messed something up. I was playing around with the squid proxy I mentioned earlier. I decided to give up like I always do. I heard these proxy things associated with website secure. Might pass it over to the IT guys, but in the meantime, all the config files are laying about. Since I don't know how it works, I'm not sure how to delete them. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure my backup music archive is safe, just to confirm. So I also found this tar file, which we can probably download. Well, I appreciate the kind words, Christy. Let's go to loot. And let's move this from probably downloads. Archive.tar. Okay, let's tar xf archive.tar. Okay, so we have a home directory. It looks like I should actually have not been doing this. I should be doing ls-la because there might be hidden files, but there are not. Final archive. Okay. Yeah, I know you can do recursive, but I don't want to because depending on how many files that were in this, it could have been insane. Let's have a look in the data directory. Data 0. Alright, so let's cat data 0, 1. Sorry, 3. That could be a password. 4. Should have done that. And I think there was a 5. Same one. Alright, let's try and find out what kind of file it is. Data 0, 4. Just data. Probably encrypted? Maybe? Alright, what's this config file? Let's do the README. This is a Borg backup repository. I didn't do the CRTO, I did the CRTP, I think it was. It's the one that's under that. Alright, let's... What is Borg backup? Is there anything else? Oh, we didn't check out ETC. That might be helpful. And we'll do Stream Raiders. And then after Stream Raiders, we will do... This looks interesting. Stream Raiders. Alright. Yeah, I think Al did the CRTO. Well done, everyone. Well done, Jonas and No Thing. Alright, I'm gonna use my archer this time. Okay. Let's do the screen again. Okay, so. Yes, we found this squid conf. Found this music archive, so this might this is probably the password to, I'd imagine, this backup. The data file, maybe? What does hints do? Nothing. What's the index? .5? It's just data and integrity. This is striking me immediately as probably not an easy box. We'll try it there. Okay. What was I going to try? Oh yeah, cracking this password hash from here. Let's go spawn new terminal and then cyborg results blah 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 exploit. Yeah, loop. And we'll do hash.txt. Actually, what was it? The squid hash. And we'll run John against it. Okay, we got a password, Squidward. Let's open our notes again. And report notes. So we found this. Okay. We also got some names. We got Josh, Adam, and Alex. So we'll add these. Josh, Adam, Alex. And it looks like this is Alex's password as well, because he says it's his music archive. So Alex's password. Okay. What next? Do we just download Borg? Is Borg even installed? No. Okay, how do we install Borg? Alright, it might just be... It might be in apt, I guess? Why did that not copy? Borg, there we go. Borg backup. Okay, it's here. Let's install it. Borg backup. Yeah, good reference. All right. Let's just check if this config file looks like it's for Borg, shall we? Quick start. Alright, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just create one. we'll create another in temp. So test, and then we'll touch test / tib.txt maybe, and then do temp test. Okay, right, so it has to actually create, okay, right. So it creates it first, so let's do that. Let's just do password. Password. Sure. Okay. So this is exactly the same as this. But I wonder if the CD test. Oops, what am I doing? Data 0. All right. So we back up source and documents to an archive named Monday. All right. Let's just do. Let's make temp / backup, and we'll put in temp / backup. We'll put tib.txt with Tiberius in it, and then let's do this where we do temp test, call it Monday, and do temp backup. No. Backup. Enter passphrase was just password. Okay. So did that now add stuff to the data directory? It did. Okay, where 4 is presumably the encrypted thing. How do we now reverse this? Thank you, Irasakai, for gifting a tier sub to Christy. Okay, so we can list all archives. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So if we do temp test. Okay, so we can do this here. I guess we just do dot. Enter the passphrase. Okay, maybe it's Squidward. It is. Okay. So now we can just extract. We list the contents. Let's list the contents actually. Borg list. Okay. So Borg list. Dot music archive. Right. Should probably have remembered Squidward, but nice. Okay, now let's extract it. Extract to the current directory or extract. How do you extract to another directory? Okay, current directory actually. So we could just do. All right. So let's go. Let's go up a few. CD. Okay. Extracted, and then CD into extracted, and then we want to do. Was it just Borg extract? I think it was, right? Sorry, Borg extract. It would be in // home field dev final archive music archive Squidward. Okay, good. We got it. Let me just take a text. I go. Okay, let's see. I probably should have done, again, -LA. Okay, we've got Alex now. Unfortunately, we don't have a .ssh directory. That would have been useful. Is there anything on his desktop? There's a secret. Okay. Shout out to all the people who've gotten to this stage. Whoop whoop. Okay. Let's get the bash history, I guess. We'll use less actually. Okay, so he's using rsync. This might be something we have to do on the box, I guess, maybe. But there's nothing in there. He has used a field, so at some point it's gonna be done, I guess. All right. What's the advantage of using less versus Vim? I mean, Vim, less you can just exit by doing Q. Vim, obviously, you can edit stuff in it. That's the advantage. Cat, Cat just cats everything. Like, so if you had a really big file, you don't want to use cat. Let's check the logout file. Just that's fine. Okay, let's obviously check in just all these directories, documents. Okay, there's a note. Okay, there we go. So can we SSH now? SSH Alex at cyborg.tryhackme. Make sure I copy this password. There we go. Okay.
We are in.
Alright, so do we have access? Is there a user file here? There's no user file on the desktop. But there is actually, sorry, there's one here. There we go. Cat user.txt. Okay. Okay, let's do some. There we go. Okay. Sudo-L to see what we can run as root. Let's just do a quick permissions check. We can edit this file, apparently. No, we own this file. I have a funny feeling. This was supposed to be something different, but we can just, like, we can't edit this file now. Sorry, hang on. But since we own it, we can just give ourselves write access to it. Like, just do U plus W. MP3 backups. Alright, and then we can just edit it. We could have just deleted it as well, to be honest. Backup.sh. Okay, Vim isn't installed, we'll just use VI. Let's just delete everything. And then we'll do bin bash and run bin bash with -p. That should work. Sudo. Yeah, this is definitely easy box. There we go. I honestly, that feels like it was gonna be. I feel like I cheesed that box as well. Yeah, his was. Let's see what happens in this. So we find everything named .mp3, and we here to backed up files. This is all commented out, so this is meaningless. Okay, hang on. Let's just copy this back. I think there was another way of doing this. Yeah. So let's just do this. Let's actually edit this again. Hang on. Sorry, index it. D10. Set paste. Alright, so if I now run this mp3 backups backup.sh. Alright. Because I think actually there's this option C which sets a command. Let me just check the get ops syntax of bash. Let's just run it. What's happening? There we go. Come on, what's going on here? Okay, reset. Alright. Sudo -c who am I? Yeah, okay. Reset like completely clears your entire terminal and it resets anything that's going wrong with it. So in this case I couldn't freaking type things. It wasn't showing me, so just reset. Yeah, so effectively this, if you look at this script, I should have probably realized this before. I did cheese it. This get ops sets command line parameters, and it sets one called C, and then it sets C with a whatever the variable's called is flag, right? So if there is a command, so if you do -c and then something, it'll take that and it'll set it to this command variable. And then if you scroll down, it says cmd equals, and then this is bash syntax, $, open parentheses, run whatever's in here. All right, and since we set command to who am I, it's going to echo the result. And if we go down here, it echoed root. So what you can actually do is you could just do like bash -p, and now we're root. Who am I? Okay, that. I guess that doesn't really work that well. There we go. Okay. We could technically just do, I think, copy bin bash temp root bash again. And do and chmod plus xs temp root bash. I think that should work. I guess not. Does it need bin /copy? And then I guess not. Well, let's just try. Let's just try it one by one, I guess. Alright, that worked. So now we just do, we just have to do it separately, I guess. Chmod plus xs. And then we do temp root bash -p. Where am I? We're root again. So that's quite good. Did we finish it? Yeah, we did. That's quite fun because that's 2 boxes in a row now where I've cheesed the Privesk and then figured it out afterwards. So again, the reason why this was cheese is simply because if I do ls, this file, which is we allow to run as root by sudo, is owned by our user, which means even though originally this W wasn't there for write, so we could just read and execute it, but because we own the file, we could just give ourselves write permissions. If you own a file in Linux, you can change the properties of the file. So that's why that worked. Slightly different to the whole file being in your home directory, but kind of similar in a way. We just gave ourselves write access. So obviously the designer of this box wasn't aware that you don't need to own the file, right? This could easily be a file owned by root, and then you get it this way. But because they let us, because it's owned by Alex, yeah, not good. Okay, I've been streaming for about 2 hours ish. That was actually quite a fast one. But I am getting slightly hungry, so I'll probably end the stream there. We'll just do a quick stream raiders. We'll start early. And if there are any questions about anything that we did today, please enter them in chat. We'll do the giveaway right after stream raiders. Alright, here we go. It gives me time to set up. So again, if you still want to enter the giveaway of my Privesk courses, just type Privesk all one word in the chat. I will type Privesk here as well, like that. And if you get it done in the next few minutes, you'll be entered, and we'll do a random drawing of 5 people. And then I will DM you after the stream a coupon code that you can use to get both courses for free. Looks like we're doing well. I'm glad that we could at least do some easy boxes today on Cyber Mentoring Monday. I think sticking to TryHackMe was a good idea. Alright. Well done, Jonas and Christy. Okay. Let's go back to the screen. And let's roll it. Alright, Dusty Wade. Let me write down your usernames. Well done. Where am I? Okay. Let's roll it again. Tamo TV. Well done. And did that? Yeah, Akashik 456. Maximor. And roll it again. Hoodie Blanket. Well done. Alright, those 5 people. I will DM you on Twitch after the stream with a coupon code, like a link. You can get the courses for free. It'll be on Hackers Academy, so you have to create an account there. It's fine. The discount is applied at checkout, so even though the page will say it's like $40 or something, when you get to checkout, the discount code should apply. If it doesn't work, please let me know. Obviously, I'll figure it out. But well done. Thank you, Dark Eldar, for the resubscription. Subscribe for 6 months. That is awesome, my friend. Okay, let's put up the social media stuff. There's my Twitter account. Please follow me on Twitter if you are active on Twitter. Join my Discord server where you can chat with other people. You can ask questions about the Privex courses, etc. We're building a nice community over there as well. Subscribe to my YouTube channel where I edit these down slightly and re-upload them there in case you miss stuff. And obviously, you are currently watching me on Twitch, so please give me a follow if you're not already followed. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the subs today. That was kind of crazy. I am aiming to get 100 subs, and then we can boost the target again. But I really appreciate it. I do all this effectively for free, so it is nice to get subscriptions every now and then. But I hope everyone has a really nice week. We are going to be doing Web App Wednesday. This Wednesday, 5:30 is the plan. It's been requested so many times. We're going to have a dedicated day every 2 weeks to start off for web application vulnerabilities. I am a web app tester, so I should be slightly better at that than random CTFs. But yeah, we'll be doing some challenges probably on Portswigger Web Academy. If you're interested in web app security, please join us. Other than that, I may see you on Friday for Frustration Friday, or next Monday. Either way, I hope you have a super week. Everything goes well.